is Richard Penny. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, PortTech, for putting this forum together. I normally make technical presentations in front of scientists and engineers, and the last time I did, I started off with a joke. Why did the amoeba cross the road? Because it was his time to split. And I'll tell you what, I had. The microbiologist loved it. Ensolve's mission is to provide biological treatment solutions for industry that yield both economic and environmental benefits. Ensolve, in a nutshell, we turn oily water into clean water. And our primary market is the maritime industry, and we allow ships to discharge water overboard. We have patented technology that has low operating costs compared to our competitors, and unlike many of our competitors, it's a true green technology in that we have no hazmat materials at the end of the product because we use biological oxidation. The discharge from our equipment far exceeds the regulatory requirements, so there's exceptional discharge effluent quality, and we've gone through the regulatory approval of our products, several of our products, but not all of them, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. So how does biofiltration work? We take a carbon source, in this case hydrocarbons, add proprietary nutrients and microbes, which is where we make our money, and oxygen, and through the process, again, of biological oxidation, you end up with non-toxic end products, carbon dioxide, and water. Biofilter applications and markets that we serve, primarily, again, maritime industry. We manufacture oil water separators that treat oily bilge water, and that's a $4 billion market. There are approximately 40,000 ships across the world that are required by regulations to have oil water separators on board. And the new market that we're entering is the SOX, or scrubber equipment, and that's a $5 billion market. On the terrestrial side, biofilters can be used for hydraulic fracturing water. It's a $4 billion market. Groundwater remediation, process waste stream from industry, again, a $3 billion market. So the total marketplace for our biofilters is $19 billion. The first product I'd like to talk to you about is the Petrol Eliminator biofilter. The application again here is oily bilge water on ships. We introduced this product in 2000, but then the regulations changed and had to relaunch the product in 2006. Since then, we have sold to customers for cargo vessels, tankers, ferries, bulk carriers, or any other ship that might deploy the ocean. Some of these names are probably very familiar to you, such as Carnival Cruise Lines, Royal Caribbean. They're two of our clients. Others you may not know, but are very large in the shipping industry, such as OSG, and most recently Maersk Lines, which, if you don't know who they are, they're the largest shipping company in the world. They either own or control about 1,000 ships. And we have recently completed a 2-year trial with them and have made the makers list, one of only a select few who have made the makers list to be able to sell our oil water separators to that company. This leads me to this quotation from Soren Skye, the environmental manager at Maersk. And really this is the first point, is that we have equipment that works and works better than our competitors. The Petrol Eliminator is the most effective oil water separator system our engineers have ever worked with. Number two, we make our equipment so that it's sailor-proof. Anyone who's worked in the maritime industry should know, as many other industries probably, but you have to have your equipment that's easy to use and is reliable. And this quotation shows that from Fleet Superintendent at Ensolve Steamship, who is our first client for the equipment. The Petrol Eliminator is relatively maintenance-free, and we've gotten oil in our bilge water down to 2 and even 1 part per million. I'd like to note that the requirement for discharge of bilge water is 15 part per million in most of the world's oceans. There are a couple locations where they have 5 part per million, discharge. Number 3, we put together a very exceptional staff, and we treat all of our customers as if they are the most important customer we have as a very small company. Weatherford would like to thank Ensolve for your excellent customer service throughout our projects. Go on 3 here, basically we have exceptional team we put together, and they appreciate the service that we've given to them. In the oil industry, we found that being able to jump when they tell us to jump is the most important thing that we can do, and it was truly appreciated. We've gotten a fair amount of work from Weatherford International because of that. The second product that we have developed is the Petrol Clean Biofilter. This is very similar, the technology, to the Petrol Eliminator. The difference primarily is in the size of the equipment and also the waste streams that we're treating. While the water may have similar qualities, it's a much larger scale, and so we have to scale the equipment up, and we don't have the spatial concerns that you do on board ship. So we can treat port waste, frac water, groundwater, and other industrial water using this equipment. In development right now is the Inscrub Biofilter, and this is something that we're working very closely with PortTech. They're helping us out. We've got partners here in Southern California who are developing those relationships. The application is to treat scrubber water, again, from ships' emissions. New regulations are requiring that ships can no longer, while they're in emission control areas, or ECAs, they can no longer burn heavy fuel and discharge the nasty smoke that you see in front of you coming out of the ship's stack. And so there are companies that are developing products that will allow them to burn the heavy fuel and discharge through the scrubber. However, what that does is it takes the contaminants and takes it from the air and puts it into water. When we treat that water, we don't treat the air, we actually treat the water from these systems. In March of 2012, we received a National Science Foundation grant to develop this product, and the objective was to develop the Inscrub Biofilter prototype, which we have done, and we've been testing here in Long Beach. We have been moving very closely with the 2 partners that are both multi-billion-dollar scrubber corporations, and there's some smaller players that we're talking to as well. The pilot test we ran from October, and we're completing that testing now in February, and we're doing that with a company called ACTI, who is a Los Angeles company, and their equipment, you can see here, the Ocean Breeze ship. They take the scrubber and they actually put a sock essentially over the ship's stack. They treat the emissions from the ship through a land-based scrubber and allow that ship to have 0 emissions. But we are taking the water from that scrubber and we're treating it on land. So it's been a great opportunity for us because we have the opportunity to do a trial of a shipboard system, shipboard equipment on land. As you can probably imagine, it's difficult to do a trial at sea, so this has been a great opportunity for Ensolve. Results of the project to date have been phenomenal. We have consistently had less than 1 part per billion of polyaromatic hydrocarbons in our discharge. The regulations are written that you have to have 50 part per billion polyaromatic hydrocarbons in your discharge, and we've never had anything greater than 1 part per billion. So it's been a really exceptional discharge quality. Our next step, and we're working toward, is to do a shipboard installation, again here in the South Coast region, in June of 2013, and we have that scheduled right now. Near-term goals of Ensolve: complete the Inscrub development, conduct a shipboard trial again in June of this year, and expand work in Southern California, and seek strategic alliances that have a base here in the West Coast, which we are based out of Raleigh, North Carolina. We currently are going through a Series A stock offering of $750,000. The use of those funds will be to further develop the N-Scrub technology and improve sales and marketing. We expect that to close May 2013. Company strengths, intellectual property. We have several patents with over 35 claims. We have raised approximately $4 million in angel and grant capital. We have a solid, experienced management team. We have significant experience commercializing products, 12 years experience with product sales. We have several major customers who we hope to expand upon that base, not only bringing new customers into buying our products, but also expanding into customers. If you have any investor information, please contact Jason Kaplan, and technical questions, very happy to